ಮುಚುಕುಂದಗೆ 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 ಶ್ರೀ ಮುಕುಂದ ಬಂದಂತೆ ಮುಚುಕುಂದಗೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಮುಕುಂದ ಬಂದಂತೆ ಮುಚುಕುಂದಗೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಮುಕುಂದ ಬಂದಂತೆ ವಿದುರನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಬಂದಂತೆ ವಿದುರನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಬಂದಂತೆ ವಿಭೀಷಣನ ಮನೆಗೆ ವಿಭೀಷಣನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ ಬಂದಂತೆ ನಿನ್ನ ನಾಮವು ಬಂದು ಎನ್ನ ನಾಲಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತು ಸಲಗಲಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ನಿನ್ನ ನಾಮವು ಬಂದು ಎನ್ನ ನಾಲಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತು ಎನ್ನ ನಾಲಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತು ಸಲಗಲಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ಬಾರೋ 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 ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಬಾರೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣಯ್ಯ ಬಾರೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣಯ್ಯ ಕೃಷ್ಣಯ್ಯ ಬಾರೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣಯ್ಯ ನಿನ್ನ ಭಕ್ತರ ಮನೆಗೀಗ ಕೃಷ್ಣಯ್ಯ ಬಾರೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣಯ್ಯ ನಿನ್ನ ಭಕ್ತರ ಮನೆಗೀಗ ಕೃಷ್ಣಯ್ಯ ಬಾರೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣಯ್ಯ ಬಾರೋ ನಿನ ಮುಖ ತೋರೋ ಬಾರೋ ನಿನ ಮುಖ ತೋರೋ ನಿನ ಸರಿದಾರೋ ಜಗದರ ಶೀಲನೆ ಬಾರೋ ನಿನ
saint over here, saint is questioning God. Leave coming to your temple. I can't even touch the first step because I belong to the lower caste. How do I take your darshan? I don't have that much caliber. So, because of that, Lord Krishna turns himself behind the temple and then Kanakdasa takes darshan of Lord Shri Krishna. The same is been represented through this Bharatnatyam dance. A great round of applause for her.
What a wonderful welcome of Lord Krishna. I could feel his presence on this dais while this performance was going on. What a beautiful devotional and divine experience this has been. Now we'll be playing a talk of Guruji, Rishi Prabhakarji, and all of us will go deeper with the wonderful knowledge which he would be sharing with us. So we'll be invoking his presence through his talk today. So I request Dr. Ajay to lead us through this talk.
Thank you.
Same thing happened in Punjab case. Same thing had happened to me also.
यही चीज़ पंजाब में भी हुआ था और यही चीज़ मुझ में भी आया था.
So we all tend to look after ourselves. Then in that speech I could realize that I was being given a scholarship. I was being given all this, so much of scholarship that my house was being run on my scholarship. I said, why people are giving this scholarship? I examined myself. Why every villager is giving tax to build such wonderful engineering colleges? Now there are hundreds. Before we had only 2 engineering colleges in the whole of Karnataka.
तो जब मैं पढ़ाई कर रहा था, मेरी पढ़ाई पूरी स्कॉलरशिप पर चल रही थी. तो ये स्कॉलरशिप कहाँ से मिल रहा था मुझे? लोग टैक्स भरते हैं, तो टैक्स से आ रहा था ना मुझे स्कॉलरशिप. तो लोग क्यों टैक्स भरते हैं, ये समझने की कोशिश किया मैंने.
2 or 3 during the time when I was studying. He said, why we have been given this special opportunity to study in these colleges? The cost of running this college is not 400 rupees tuition fee that I was paying. That would not even pay for 1/100th of the salary of the teachers.
मैं तो साल भर का जो फीस था वो बस 400 रुपये था, और मैं तो 1/100 का भी मैं भरपाई नहीं कर रहा था. यानी ये बिल्कुल फ्री ले रहा था सब कुछ में. पर ये कॉलेज चलाने के लिए 400 रुपये से तो कॉलेज नहीं चलता ना. तो मुझे इस तरह का सहूलियत क्यों दिया गया था?
This has been given to me because they think that I am going to do something for the country. That is why they have been given. Correct?
है ना, ये बहुत समझने वाली बात है. क्यों मुझे फीस स्कॉलरशिप दिया था, ऐसा एजुकेशन मुझे क्यों दिया गया था? ताकि एक दिन मैं वापस देश को कुछ दे पाऊंगा या कुछ दूंगा. इसीलिए तो मुझे फ्री एजुकेशन दिया गया था. इसीलिए तो मुझे देश ने मेरा देखभाल किया था.
Now all the IIT graduates, they have been given special treatment, and huge amount of funds have been spent on IIT graduates to generate them into engineers. Okay? Do you know what is their attitude after they get their degree?
जो IIT से उनको इतना स्पेशल फैसिलिटीज़ दिया जाता है, जो देश का पैसा है उनको दिया जाता है. उनकी पढ़ाई ख़त्म होने के बाद उनका रवैया क्या होता है, आपको मालूम है?
What is the attitude? They say India is a bad country to stay. We better go back and show our greatness in America.
देखो, हमारा देश यही जो टैक्स के पे देश, जिस देश ने उनको पढ़ाया, उनकी देखभाल की, उनको उनकी जो एजुकेशन ख़त्म होने के बाद ये देश उनको अच्छा नहीं लगता है। अभी जो उनका जो है ना वो बाहर जाके दिखाना चाहते हैं, ना कि यहाँ कुछ सेवा देना चाहेंगे देश के लिए वापस।
100% of them leave this country. At whose expense? Do you understand? We should close down all these IITs. The appropriate effort that has been put to make them into engineers. It's a fantastic amount spent by the country, and all these people, when they come back, they blame India. When you go there, they talk only about how bad is India is. These fellows never realize that they have been given a fantastic opportunity by the rest of the people, and they should do something for the country, not go and talk nonsense about India in America. Correct?
तो अपना आईआईटी ख़त्म होने के बाद देश को गालियाँ देते हैं, ना कि देश की सेवा करते हैं। हाँ, इतना पैसा देश ने उनकी पढ़ाई के लिए खर्च किया, वो मन में उनको पता ही नहीं है कि देश ने कितना उठाया है, कितना पैसा खर्च किया है उनके लिए।
Please go and check. Huh? All of them will badmouth India when they go there. So this education has become very perverted. I am one of the rare few people who went to America, studied and came back. Huh? One Sam Petroda might have come, but 99.9999% don't come. And if they are coming back now with NRI funds, it is not because they love India, because India is a good investment opportunity. That is why they come. I tell you, don't trust these people, because they are the same bogus people who want to take away the money also from here. After that, don't worry, they are not bringing in anything. They want to see how much they can take.
99% जो भी बाहर जाते हैं आईआईटी बना के, वो वापस नहीं आते। आते भी है तो इसलिए ताकि यहाँ से फिर से पैसा कमा पाए। इनके ऊपर भरोसा मत करो।
Because education has not been given to them. Anyway, at 13th, when I was studying in my third year engineering, I realized that I am not to be an engineer, but I am to be a person who does something for this country to develop the population. Then my studying changed from studying so that I can get better, I can get something better for myself, to I want to learn so that I can do something for everyone. That shift made me to study the subjects not for getting marks, but for getting an understanding of what engineering is.
तो मेरा सीखने का तरीका था वो बदल गया। ये चीज़ें समझ में आने के बाद मेरा रवैया बदल गया। मैं इंजीनियरिंग करने लगा ताकि मैं कुछ दुनिया के लिए कर पाऊँ या कुछ दे पाऊँ। इसलिए देने के लिए मुझे चीज़ें सीखनी है, चीज़ें समझनी है।
Then I started reading like a prime minister, not like a competitive student. And my marks immediately went from 60-70%, it went to 80-90%. I was standing on top of the class. And my teachers could not believe that how come this boy is scoring only 60-70% for so long, and suddenly he is coming top of the class.
जब मेरी समझ बदली, जो मेरा रवैया बदला, लेने से देने के लिए खड़ा हुआ, मेरा मार्क्स तुरंत से 60-70% से 90%, यानी मैं फर्स्ट आने लग गया स्कूल में। और जो वहाँ के टीचर्स थे वो भी वो मान नहीं पा रहे थे, ये लड़का जो 60-70 परसेंट निकाल रहा था, वो 90% कैसे निकालने के लिए?
This happened because of the shift in consciousness.
ये हुआ समझ बदलने से, रवैया बदलने से, कॉन्शियस में शिफ्ट आने से।
And I thought that I will learn something more because everybody is going to America. I too thought by going to America I will get something. I went to America to find out what I can get from there. If there is something precious that we can take from there and bring it to this country. I went there. I again, after going there, I forgot about India for about 1.5 to 2 years because it is such a wonderful place. So much of materials, so much of games are given to you that you are now involved in the game of the materialism. Every person who goes to America, he says that I will come back, but nobody will come back, don't worry. This is a one-way street. As soon as they go there, they don't want to stay there, but they always think, I got so much facility, why should I go back? Their heart is in India, but their feet is in America. They will not come back. I tell them, at least you people, you have come here, at least change your attitude, at least serve this country well. At least infuse some good spirit of what Indian culture is, live that culture and give something to these very selfish people here. You have at least inherited a sense of hospitality, sense of being together. You are very intelligent people, more intelligent than all these Americans. You occupy the most important jobs. Now, why don't you offer your culture to this country? But they don't know about our culture other than what has been given by way of living here, but not by way of practice, to elevate themselves to higher stage. Anyway, I went to America to find out that. I studied there for many years. I even did my MBA after my engineering. After I did engineering, I discovered this is not going to change our country. I was an aeronautical engineer. I could probably build some aircraft, but the aircraft is not going to change the country. It will create more war than more abundance. I said, let me go and study MBA and learn something. If sense of management that these people have mastered, I could get something. Then I did MBA. At the end of MBA, I was worse than when the time I came. I went in. Because of the pressure they put in, all your nerves are breaking down. And then I said, this is not what management is. All useless trainings are being given in this. This was the best university in Canada, and there was nothing about management in this training. It was only about accounting, marketing, this one, but nothing about how to build a leader. And then I knew that none of the schools of management in the world can produce a single manager. They can produce accountant, but they cannot produce a manager.
सो प्रभाकर गुरुजी ने अमेरिका गए थे तो इस देश को वो भूल गए। तो उनका मूल संकल्प था दुनिया को कुछ देने का। तो 2 साल 3 साल वहाँ रहने से उनको ये समझ में आया कि उनका ज़िंदगी बेहतरी की तरफ नहीं जा रहा था और बल्कि और बदतर बन गया था। तो वहाँ जहाँ पर उन्होंने एरोनॉटिकल इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ी थी, बाद में MBA किया था ताकि वो चीज़ों को कैसे करते हैं, देश को कैसे चलाते हैं, ये समझने की कोशिश करने के लिए गए थे। बाद में उनको समझ में आया ये चीज़ें सीखने से उनका देश, हमारा देश जो है, भारत देश है या दुनिया है, बेहतरी की तरफ नहीं जाने वाला है, यानी कि और बदतर होते जा रहा है, माया में और गिरते जा रहे हैं। कंपैरिजन और कंपटीशन सब कुछ ज़्यादा हो रहा है, यानी कुछ इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ें जो वो जानना चाहते थे उसके बिल्कुल विपरीत चीज़ें सीखने को मिली उधर उनको।
The signs of building leaders are not in the West, it is only in the East.
यानी सही में नायकत्व यानी लीडर क्वालिटीज़ इंसान में पैदा करना है तो पाश्चात्य देश में नहीं है, वो सही सही एजुकेशन जो है हमारे देश में ही मिलता है, बाहर के देश में नहीं है। वो उनको समझ में आया।
And I started to meditate because I was a broken person. As soon as I started meditating, I started becoming strong. Within 3 days, my examination fear disappeared.
उन्होंने किसी तरीके से मेडिटेशन सीखा और उनके अनुभव में आया कि वो जो एग्जामिनेशन का जो भय था या फियर था वो चला गया।
Then I began to investigate what is meditation. I was given some introduction by one person and he gave me some very simple technique. He said, you do this, it will change your mind. As soon as I did it, it changed. Then I said, if from a book I get this much, what if I go to a master, what I will get? Huh?
बस किसी ने थोड़ा डायरेक्शन दिया, उन्होंने किया, उनके ज़िंदगी में इतना बड़ा एक तब्दीली आया तो उनको वो जानने लगे कि बस अभी किसी ने इतना ही सिखाया तो मैं इतना ज़्यादा तब्दीली आ रही है मेरी ज़िंदगी में, या मैं एक मास्टर के नीचे जाऊं और ये चीज़ें सीखूं तो क्या हो सकता है।
Then I said, okay, I'm going to now go to India, be under a master and learn what it is to meditate. Because the science of producing great men is only with India, not with the West.
तो मुझे चीज़ें समझ में आई, महान व्यक्ति तैयार करने का जो ज्ञान है वो पाश्चात्य देश में नहीं है, हमारे भारत देश में है।
Even though there are foreign few in between, but we produce Vivekanandas regularly in this country. But it is only once in a lifetime that a John F. Kennedy or an Abraham Lincoln is born in that country.
हर दूसरे दिन स्वामी विवेकानंद हमारे देश में पैदा होता है। जॉन एफ कैनेडी या अब्राहम लिंकन जो है ये शतक में शायद 1-2 ही पैदा होते हैं पाश्चात्य देश में।
Correct? Once in centuries, sir. Here, on a daily routine, we produce people like that. One person asked me, see, if there was going to be an Olympic race on in spirituality, who are the greatest saints, miracle makers, the greatest people on the world, then all the gold medals will go to India only. No other country will have even the chance of a bronze medal. Correct?
अभी आध्यात्म में ओलंपिक रेस लगाएंगे तो तीनों मेडल इंडिया को ही आने वाले हैं। दूसरे देश को एक ब्रॉन्ज मेडल भी शायद मुश्किल से मिलेगा।
So why is it that all the great saints are born only in India? Is it because of the poverty? He told me very arrogantly. I said no, it is not because of poverty, it is because of prosperity.
कोई बताया आपके देश में इतने महान व्यक्ति क्यों पैदा होते हैं, क्योंकि इधर बहुत दरिद्रता है। नहीं, तो गुरुजी ने बताया नहीं, दरिद्रता नहीं है, हमारे यहाँ इतना समृद्धि है, इसीलिए तो इतना महान व्यक्ति तैयार हो पाते हैं हमारे देश में।
Because in India, you don't have to worry about anything. एक रोटी और एक लंगोटी चलता है, and for this you don't have to struggle.
हम इतना समृद्ध है, हमें एक रोटी एक लंगोटी काफ़ी है, हमें कुछ चाहिए ही नहीं। तो हमें ज़रूरत इतना कम है तो हमें किसी चीज़ के लिए स्ट्रगल नहीं करना पड़ता है, बहुत सब कुछ आसानी से मिल जाता है क्योंकि हमारी ज़रूरतें बहुत कम है।
Because we don't have to struggle, people who realize that they don't have to struggle, they go beyond struggle for survival into something higher.
तो ज़िंदगी चलाने के लिए जो कसरत करते हैं हर दिन, वो आपको पता चलता है इस देश में बहुत आसानी से मिल जाता है, तो रोटी कपड़ा मकान के लिए उतना कष्ट नहीं लेना पड़ेगा। तो सब लोग ये रोटी कपड़ा मकान के ऊपर चले जाते हैं, तो ज़रूरतें बहुत कम है, इसीलिए ऊपर जल्दी चढ़ पाते हैं हम।
The search for something higher can happen very fast in this country, while in America, the survival itself is a very, 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 very big problem, mind you. How? Everything has to be perfectly tight, or else you will die. If the windows are not tight in Canada, your whole house is useless. One small crack is enough to bring in so much cold air that you cannot survive. You have to go millimeter by millimeter to check if there is any air coming and feel it. I don't know how many of you have lived in Canada or Toronto or one of these Manitoba or Chicago. You will know it is very difficult to live in that country. If you don't have a proper car and you happen to get stuck somewhere, like our Indian cars, no one gets stuck somewhere. You'll never get stuck somewhere. If you get stuck somewhere, probably you will not come out. So everything has to be a struggle against nature there. They have to do everything precisely. That is why they reproduce nature very, very well. They study and reproduce. In this country, we don't have to study to reproduce nature to protect ourselves. We study nature to worship nature. That is the difference.
प्राकृतिक रूप से भी हमारा देश बहुत बेहतर है, हमें प्रकृति से जूझना नहीं पड़ता है। जहाँ पर आप कनाडा में देखिए, इतना प्राकृतिक विकोप होता है, छोटी सी गलती भी बहुत तकलीफ ले आती है ज़िंदगी में। तो यहाँ हम प्रकृति को समझते हैं और प्रकृति की पूजा करते हैं।
People who are really committed to study, they are not studying for exploiting nature. They are interested to see the magnanimity in nature, the divinity in nature.
प्रकृति में जो दैवत्व है, वो दैवत्व देखने के लिए प्रकृति को हम समझते हैं।
So when I came back, I started finding out how to meditate. I did about 4.5 years research work to find out what is meditation.
मैंने वापस भारत देश आने के बाद 4.5 साल उसके ऊपर रिसर्च किया, ताकि ये मेडिटेशन क्या है, ध्यान क्या है, उसको समझने के लिए।
And I began to be able to meditate. After about 4.5 years, I knew exactly how to meditate. Okay? What is meditation? Is simply to go into a stage where you experience total freedom within yourself. That
मेडिटेशन क्या है? 4.5 साल होने के बाद, तपस्या करने के बाद, मुझे सही में पता चला कि मेडिटेशन के अनुभव में कैसे जा सकते हैं। यानी मेडिटेशन क्या है? आंतरिक पूर्णत्व का अनुभव या आंतरिक पूर्ण आज़ादी, ये मेडिटेशन होता है।
meditation. All of us feel bound by society, bound by rules, bound by family, bound by mother-in-law, bound by husband, bound by so many things. And we are not actually living in a state of freedom. How to live a state of freedom within ourselves is meditation.
हम हर एक लोग अपने निजी ज़िंदगी में आंतरिक रूप से कहीं ना कहीं अटके हैं। मियाँ बीवी से अटका है, मियाँ बीवी से अटका है, बीवी मियाँ से अटकी है, यार सास ससुर सास में, या बॉस में, या पैसे में, कहीं ना कहीं तो अटके हैं। आंतरिक आज़ादी नहीं है हर एक आदमी को। तो आंतरिक आज़ादी कैसे प्राप्त किया जा सकता है, वो मेडिटेशन है।
Once that freedom comes, leadership automatically comes.
वो आंतरिक आज़ादी जब प्राप्त होती है वहाँ से उभरता है नायकत्व या लीडरशिप।
Leadership is nothing but a stage where you are free within yourself.
नायकत्व यानी एक स्थिति है जहाँ पर आप आंतरिक रूप से स्वतंत्र हैं।
Those who are followers are the ones who are made to follow, correct? If you are not made to follow, you are a leader, correct? If you are not made to follow, what should be your state? You must be a free person in yourself first, okay?
जब आपके ऊपर कोई ज़बरदस्ती काम नहीं करता है, यानी आपके अंदर स्थिति बनी है जहाँ पर कोई ज़बरदस्ती आपके ऊपर हावी नहीं हो सकता है, यानी आप ऊपर उठे हो, आप कॉन्शियसली ऊपर हो, यू आर फ्री फ्रॉम विद इन, आप अंदर से स्वतंत्र हो।
You must not be experiencing pressure from outside. How to release yourself from the pressure from outside and experience your total freedom is meditation.
बाहर की जो परिस्थिति या ज़बरदस्ती से अपने आप को छुटकारा पाने का जो कला है वो मेडिटेशन है।
And that will produce a new kind of person, a new kind of values, and a new kind of power in the society.
सो ये नया तरह का एक आदमी तैयार होता है जो बहुत बहुत शक्तिशाली है, और इस तरह का शक्तिशाली आदमी तैयार होने से समाज की उन्नति होती है।
So this I began to realize, and I started teaching how to go into this freedom, which is called samadhi, which is the basic element of Indian technology.
सो इसको बोलते हैं आंतरिक स्वतंत्र स्थिति को बोलते हैं समाधि। मैं इसके ऊपर रिसर्च करने लग गया।
If you will call me, what is Indian technology? If there is anything like Indian technology, there is only one, and that is how to live freely within yourself is Indian technology. No?
अभी हम विज्ञान और तंत्रज्ञान के बारे में बात करते हैं। हमारे देश में विज्ञान और तंत्रज्ञान सब का मूल है समाधि, यानी समाधि में कैसे जा सकते हो, वही है हमारा देश का विज्ञान और तंत्रज्ञान।
What is the purpose of all our life is only to live in Jivan Mukti. That is the aim of Indian life. Moksha is our guideline, is our goal. Everybody will go. Here is a rich man, they prostrate to him. Okay?
जीवन का मूल उद्देश्य इस देश में जो भी पैदा हुआ है वो मोक्ष प्राप्ति है। जो मोक्ष में जीता है सब उसको दंडवत प्रणाम करते हैं।
If you give some money to a poor man, he may remember it, but he will not prostrate. But if they see a person who is totally gone beyond money making or power making, then what they will do? Then they prostrate to him. Correct?
आदमी को पैसे दो वो याद रखेगा, यानी पैसों से जो उभरा है ऐसा आदमी जब आप पाते हो, सब चीज़ों से जो उभरा है, आंतरिक स्वातंत्र जिसने प्राप्त किया है, ऐसे लोग को आप जब देखते हो आप अपना दंडवत साक्षात प्रणाम करते हो उन लोगों को।
This fellow has gone beyond the requirements of getting freedom by earning something outside.
तो ये आदमी आंतरिक स्वतंत्रता प्राप्त किया है। हम लोग स्वतंत्र प्राप्त करने के लिए पैसा कमाते हैं, उसकी ये ज़रूरत नहीं है उसके लिए।
This fellow has earned the freedom inside, and this person is now not ambitious to get things for himself. Now he lives a life of sarvojano sukhino bhavanto. Such a person everybody worships.
अभी उसके निजी रिक्वायरमेंट्स जो है वो अब कुछ नहीं है, अभी वो स्थिति आंतरिक स्वतंत्रता उसने प्राप्त कर ली है, तो अभी वो इसमें जी रहा है कि सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु.
This is our culture. A person who does not live for himself, he lives totally for everybody. He is the model for us. Gandhiji is our model.
है ना. ऐसे लोग हम अपना आदर्श मानते हैं. गांधी जी हमारा आदर्श है, जो खुद के लिए नहीं जीते हैं, दूसरों के लिए जीते हैं.
In America, they will worship the rich man. I told you.
या कि आप अमेरिका में देखो, किन लोगों को मान मर्यादा देते हैं, जिनके पास बहुत सारा पैसा है उनको वो मान मर्यादा देते हैं. हम मान मर्यादा देता है जिसने अपना पूरा त्याग कर दिया और सबके लिए खड़ा है. ऐसा महान आदमी को हम साक्षात दंडवत प्रणाम करते हैं. यानी अमेरिका में पैसों के लिए अहमियत दिया जाता है, हमारे देश में जो मोक्ष के लिए खड़ा है, जो सबके लिए खड़ा है, उसको अहमियत दिया जाता है.
You don't know how many of you have gone. For there, Lakshmi is everything. Narayana is not so important.
उनके लिए लक्ष्मी बहुत मायने रखता है, ना कि नारायण.
Because of that, they are having a lot of problems, I tell you. But let me not go into all the details about their problems. There are some beautiful tapes if you want to listen on what is development. And because I've been thinking, because if you want to produce a great nation, you have to first define what a great nation is. Correct? Is a great nation something that sends people to the moon or maybe people to the Mars? Is that the measure of a greatness of a country? Could be one of the measures if you want to prescribe that. But I found out the greatness of a country is not in how many cars you have, but on how little people are able to live happily, feeling that God has given them everything. That is the greatness of a country.
क्या मापदंड है? आप मार्स में चले जाओ, चंद्र में चले जाओ, आपके पास इतना बहुत कार है, इतना ज़्यादा पैसा है, ये हमारा मापदंड है? या हमारा संस्कृति ये सिखाता है कि आप कुछ ना होते हुए भी आपकी ज़रूरत बहुत कम है और फिर भी आप बहुत संतुष्ट हो? ये हमारा मापदंड है. हमारा मापदंड क्या है इस देश का?
Exam is this universal.
आप देखिए चीज को.
It is on how many brahmanas, or we call it sannyasis, we have produced. That is the strength of a country.
हम देश का आस्ति क्या है, प्रॉपर्टी क्या है? यानी जिस देश में बहुत सारे ब्राह्मण लोग हैं, बहुत सारे सन्यासी लोग हैं, जो ब्राह्मणत्व को प्राप्त किया है, वो प्रॉपर्टी है देश का असल में, ना कि पैसा.
Not out of poverty, but out of richness. So,
इसको दरिद्रता नहीं बोलते हैं, इसको समृद्धि बोलते हैं. यानी ज़रूरतें ही नहीं है तो वो बहुत समृद्ध है.
we have held sannyas as a state of poverty. Yes, it is a voluntary poverty. You see, it's very important. I want to tell you, if you want to prevent any kind of revolutions in any country, capitalism will always bring about some revolution or another every few years. First there was the French Revolution, then there was the Russian Revolution, then there was a re-Russian Revolution. It's all because of capitalism.
दुनिया ने देखा है जब पैसे के लिए अहमियत दिया जाता है, वो झगड़ा लेके आता है. रेवोल्यूशन हुआ है, फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन हुआ है, रशियन रेवोल्यूशन 2 बार हो चुका है.
Too much accumulation of power in the hands of a few happened in the state of communism that they imposed because they did not understand what is true communism. True communism has to come from the individual thought. It cannot be imposed as a system from outside. When they imposed that, again it became capitalistic communism. That means you go on accumulating power in the Kremlin and then people get fed up and then they say we don't want this Kremlin, we want separation. We want to be self-sufficient. We want to be more free. Correct? We feel as if oppressed by this system.
जैसा पैसा है वैसा ही अधिकार भी है। जब अधिकार को अहमियत दिया जाता है तब भी जो आम इंसान है वो दबाव महसूस करता है और वो विरोध व्यक्त करता है। वो भी ज़्यादा दिन चलने वाला चीज़ नहीं है। उसको कम्युनिज्म बोलते हैं, अधिकार को अहमियत देना, और जो पैसे को अहमियत देना बोलते हैं उसको कैपिटलिज्म बोलते हैं। दोनों चीज़ें ज़्यादा दिन चलने वाले चीज़ नहीं है। जल्दी से जल्दी वहाँ रेवोल्यूशन होने वाली है। दोनों स्थिति में आम आदमी दबाव महसूस करता है।
Now, how to maintain a country without these revolutions? You may ask, in spite of all this trouble, in spite of all these politicians making so much money, how come nobody has gone and put a bomb on the parliament? That should have been the best thing. When all the parliamentarians are there inside, put a bomb, finish off them and then start.
पर हमारे देश में ऐसा होता नहीं कि कोई जाके पार्लियामेंट में बॉम्ब डाल देता है। ऐसा क्यों होता है? आपको लगता है इतना सब पैसा खा रहे हैं पॉलिटिशियंस, ये सब हो रहा है, ये सब ठीक नहीं है, वो सब सही नहीं है, फिर भी हमारा देश बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है। ऐसा कैसे हो रहा है? ये समझने वाली बात है।
Who we will start? Same people. Same people will start once again, correct? So they say, it is all right, we get the same people again. It doesn't matter, let these people survive. One very important thing has happened. Why people still tolerate all these politicians? I tell you, it is because there are some Brahmanas in this country who are leading the country from underneath. These, won't they do it?
हमारा देश में इतना सब गड़बड़ होने का बाद भी ऐसा समृद्ध कैसे है और इतना शांति से कैसे चल रहा है? इतना सब लोग पैसे खा रहे हैं, ऐसा कैसा कोई गलाटा नहीं है इधर? क्योंकि ये समझने वाली बात है कि यहाँ पर ब्राह्मण लोग रहते हैं, यानी जो ब्राह्मणत्व को प्राप्त किया है, जो जिनकी ज़रूरत ना के बराबर है और सबके लिए वो खड़े हुए हैं, वो पीछे से सबका देखभाल कर रहे हैं। हमें लगता है कि पॉलिटिशियंस हमारा देखभाल कर रहे हैं, सही में हमारा देश चल रहा है इन ब्राह्मण लोग से, इन सन्यासी लोगों से, जो अपना निजी ज़िंदगी सबके लिए त्याग कर अपना जीवन व्यापन कर रहे हैं।
If Gandhiji asked, Baba, I require so much money to do this work. All of you are having money, please contribute. Do you think he will not get the money?
एक ब्राह्मण यानी गांधी जी का उदाहरण देते हैं। अगर गांधी जी सबसे पैसे पूछेंगे, आप नहीं दोगे उनको, वो अपने के लिए पूछ रहे हैं, सबके लिए तो कर रहे हैं, तो सब लोग खुशी खुशी दे देते हैं। हमारा देश ऐसा है, जो ब्राह्मणत्व में जीता है सब उनके साथ है।
If the Prime Minister were to go with a begging bowl, he will get more money than if he were to pass a legislation for taxation.
हमारा प्राइम मिनिस्टर कटोरा लेके जाएगा और भीख मांगेगा, वो टैक्स कलेक्ट करके भी इतना नहीं पैसा आएगा जो आप पैसा खुशी खुशी उसको दे देते हो देश चलाने के लिए। उतना पैसा इकट्ठा हो जाता है क्योंकि ये ब्राह्मण देश है।
This is a country where people really want to contribute, for something that is valid, useful and good. Why people are not paying tax?
अभी सब लोग टैक्स क्यों नहीं बांध रहे हैं? क्योंकि सबको लगता है कहीं तो गोलमाल चल रहा है, पर जब एक ब्राह्मण पूछता है तो सब लोग खुशी खुशी दे देते हैं पैसे।
Because they know all these politicians are misusing, that is why they don't want to give. True or not? Huh? Examine yourself. Why should I give it? True governing will take place, beautiful governing, when the people at the top are really Kshatriyas who are interested in the welfare of the community. They will tolerate to a large degree their selfishness also, because this person is also selfish. But to be able to hold such power, they must have certain expanded consciousness, which is not.
तो जो हमारे पीएम है, सीएम है, या तो एमएलए एमपी सब लोग हैं, जो उनको कम से कम क्षत्रिय स्थिति में तो रहना है, जो खुद के लिए नहीं है, सबके लिए काम करते हैं.
Been given. Now we want to incorporate that, and we want to produce more and more people who are living in freedom. Then the country will change by itself. The downfall of this country is when we lost Brahmopadesha.
जब ऐसे ज़्यादा लोग जो आंतरिक स्वतंत्रता में जीते हैं, ऐसे लोगों को तैयार करेंगे, तभी देश समृद्ध होने का चांसेस है. तो हम अभी इसी कोशिश में लगे हैं.
When we lost what is Brahmopadesham? Brahmopadesham is a stage where you start experiencing your own state as Brahman. What is Brahman? Is freedom, unbounded, untainted self. Once you enter into that Upadesham which takes you to the stage of unboundedness is called Brahmopadesham, where you experience your own freedom.
ब्रह्मोपदेशम का मतलब है आत्मा का अनुभव, यानी आंतरिक स्वतंत्रता, यानी अनकंडीशनल फ्रीडम विद इन. तो ये बाउंडेड सेल्फ से अनबाउंडेड सेल्फ का जाने का जो प्रक्रिया है, उसको बोलते हैं ब्रह्मोपदेशम. यानी जो ज़िंदगी में जो गलाटा है, ज़िंदगी में जो आज़ादी के बिना जी रहे हैं, उस स्थिति से आंतरिक स्वतंत्र स्थिति प्राप्त करने का जो मैकेनिज्म है, उसको बोलते हैं ब्रह्मोपदेशम.
And after you learn how to get into this freedom, what are you supposed to do? Trikala Sandhya, 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, evening. What you are doing 3 times a day? You are going back and realizing that you are a free person. Huh? You are not bound by all these forces. What is religion? Religion is to free you, correct? Free you from what? Free you from being bound by nature. The divine is more powerful than the nature. So you enter into the divine and become a master of nature. And that is what a saint is. Huh? A saint is someone who is not ruled by nature, but rules nature.
सो अपनी आंतरिक स्वतंत्र स्थिति को प्राप्त करने का ज़रिया है ब्रह्मोपदेशम. यानी जो साधु संत लोग हैं, वो इस स्थिति में जीते हैं, वो प्राकृतिक नियमों से परे है, वो प्राकृतिक नियम अब खुद बनाते हैं, वो उनका बात प्रकृति सुनती है. वो है साधु संत लोग, अवधूत लोग.
The whole of the West lives on the Darwinian mechanism of survival of the fittest. Huh? It is a natural law, but spirituality is that which goes beyond Darwinian mechanism, not survival of the fittest, but the state where you do ashirvad to everybody, huh, to be happy.
जहाँ पाश्चात्य देश है, वो सक्षम है, वो ही जी सकता है, वो उनका नियम है, यानी वो प्रकृति का नियम है. पर हमारा नियम है स्पिरिचुअलिटी. हम सबको आशीर्वाद करते हैं, सबको ऊपर उठाते हैं, यानी जो आसक्त है उसको भी ऊपर उठाते हैं. वो हमारा कल्चर है, हमारा संस्कृति है.
And this Brahmopadesham will take you to higher and higher states where you become a blessing person rather than a taking person. As long as you are taking, you will be committing what? Corruption. Huh? corruption cannot be removed by passing legislation. Corruption can only be removed by turning people from takers to givers.
तो इसी को बोलते हैं भ्रष्टाचार। अब जब लेने के लिए खड़े खड़े होते हो तब भ्रष्टाचार बढ़ता है, जब देने के लिए खड़े होते हो तब समृद्धि बढ़ता है। सो भ्रष्टाचार से समृद्धि होना यानी लेने के लिए खड़े होने से देने के लिए खड़े होना है, ये प्रक्रिया ब्रह्मोपदेशम।
A follower is one who takes, a leader is one who gives.
फॉलोअर लेने के लिए खड़ा है और लीडर देने के लिए खड़ा है।
What is a leader? I give you, come, huh? That is a leader. A follower is one who says, if you take care of me, then I will follow you. Correct?
लीडर बोलता है आ जाओ मैं देता हूँ, फॉलोअर बोलता है आप देते हो तो मैं आता हूँ।
So if you want to produce a state of entrepreneurship, a state of freedom in the country where people are strong, you have to introduce Brahmopadesham. And with that intention, we started doing research work on how to refine this Brahmopadesham. And
तो ऐसे आदमी जो आंतरिक स्वतंत्रता में जीते, ऐसे आदमी तैयार करने के लिए आपको ब्रह्मोपदेशम की ज़रूरत है।
it took me about 7 years to discover how to give Brahmopadesham, which has been our tradition for thousands of years, which are being cut off somehow. And
ये हमारा मूल संस्कृति है। मुझे ये कैसे ब्रह्मोपदेशम दिया जाता है ये जानने के लिए मुझे 7 वर्ष का तपस्या करना पड़ा।
we rediscovered that in Siddha Samadhi Yoga programs is the program to enter into the state of freedom. And as I started teaching this to produce great leaders for the country, what do I find there? It's very fantastic. Nobody is interested to be a leader. This is another problem because everybody wants to be taken care of.
ये आसान है, सब खड़े होने के लिए, लेने के लिए खड़ा होना बहुत आसान है, पर ऐसा आदमी तैयार करना जो देने के लिए खड़ा है, इसको बोलते हैं ब्रह्मोपदेशम।
But I said it doesn't matter, let us teach and see what happens. As we started teaching, I found out that people were reporting, see, Guruji, I used to have asthma, I don't have asthma anymore. I used to have diabetes, I don't have diabetes anymore. I'm telling, see, you are supposed to live in freedom, but what is this you are telling me about asthma? Huh? And then they used to bring their friend. You see, this fellow has also asthma, you please give him treatment. Huh? That is how SSY became very popular, not as a freeing device for the self, but as a freeing device for diseases.
SSY ऐसा फेमस हुआ, मेरा उद्देश्य था कि सब लोगों को आंतरिक स्वतंत्रता मिले। जब लोगों को आंतरिक स्वतंत्रता मिलना स्टार्ट हुआ ब्रह्मोपदेशम से, और लोग आके बताने लगे मुझे कि मेरा डायबिटीज़ चला गया, मेरा ब्लड प्रेशर नॉर्मल हो गया, तो मुझे तब समझ में आया लोग SSY करने के लिए इसीलिए आ रहे हैं कि उनकी डायबिटीज़ जा रही है, उनकी हाइपरटेंशन जा रहा है, ना कि उनकी आंतरिक स्वतंत्रता मिल रहा है।
And now we guarantee to you, you do undergo SSY, you practice whatever we say, I guarantee that you will never ever enter a doctor's office.
तो अब मैं आपको गारंटी देता हूँ, आप SSY करते हो तो आपको डॉक्टर के यहाँ जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं होगी।
Only you will have to go there if you have to be carried there, okay? You understand? If you have got a broken leg, a broken hand, then you have to enter the hospital and get it fixed. Telling Rama, 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 it will not get fixed. Or you better go to the doctor. Doctor is required only for emergency treatment, not for regular diabetes upkeep that is not required. You please undertake SSY. There will be no diabetes, no asthma, none of these diseases will be there. Before, when I presented this to the medical profession, they poo-pooed it. But then some of the Indian doctors took it up. And then now, if you go to many of the towns, they prescribe, doctors prescribe, we cannot cure your asthma, diabetes, arthritis, you please go to SSY. They write RX, SSY program on 19th July at such and such a place. Now, the best universities in America, they are inviting me to go and teach them how to cure diseases without medication. Already, I presented this to the Rush Medical University. This is the third best university in America as far as medicine is concerned. It is in Chicago. It's called the Rush Presbyterian Center, Health Center. Now, in September, they are arranging for my talks to Columbia University, to Harvard University, to the university in Baltimore, to introduce to them how our Indian system, not the Ayurveda system, I tell you, because Ayurveda is another kind of dependency on the doctor. Yoga is the freedom from doctor. So how through Panchakosha Shuddhi, that is Annamaya Kosha Shuddhi, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya Kosha Shuddhi, how you can relieve yourself from sickness to immortality. We have been able to discover that.
तो ये रिसर्च से मुझे पता चला कि पंचकोश शुद्धि से आपको डॉक्टर के यहाँ जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, यानी आंतरिक स्वतंत्रता आपको सब चीज़ों से मुक्ति देती है। अभी जो वेस्टर्न यूनिवर्सिटी से अमेरिका है वो मुझे बुला रहे हैं कि आप आके हमें समझाओ कि ये कैसे काम में आता है, ऐसे हाउ इट इज़ पॉसिबल टू क्योर डिसीजेस विदाउट एनी मेडिसिन्स। दवाई के बिना आपके सारे तकलीफ़ें हैं, सारे बीमारियां हैं, उसको कैसे दूर किया जा सकता है। तो मैं हाल ही में बहुत सारी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में जाके ये सब क्लासेस या ये टॉक दे के आ रहा हूँ मैं।
And I have discovered something a little new now as we went on doing these experiments. Why these people are getting cured is because they are internally getting stronger. That is why the disease is going. As you internally get strong, your prana becomes very alive. If you are feeling alive, can you be sick? That is the process which we are doing. If a person is happy, can he be sick? Not possible, correct? So if you can bring in aliveness through pranayama, disease will go away. But that is a lower method of operating. If you can bring in the sense of feeling wonderful in that person for no reason at all, that person will certainly get cured.
अंदर की जागृति से, अंदर की आत्मशक्ति बढ़ाने से, अलाइवनेस बढ़ाने से ये सारे बीमारियां दूर चले जाती है। यानी आप आंतरिक स्वतंत्रता मिलने से अंदर से खुशी बढ़ती है, आनंद आता है, और आप कुछ भी नहीं है तब भी आप बहुत खुश हो। तो ये स्थिति पाने से सब बीमारियां दूर चला जाता है।
Because a sick person is always feeling sick. If you can infuse Anandamaya Kosha opening, immediately the person feels different. I have seen people who could not walk 100 feet, lying down in bed for 2 years. Those people come for the program, and after about 15-20 days, we take them for a walk. The same person is walking 8 kilometers. Why? Suddenly his vitality is increased and his sense of feeling is improved, and suddenly the man is able to walk. This is like spiritual healing, miraculous healing. But this is a very systematic methodology on how to open up the Anandamaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha. This science has developed out of SSY program. Most of the yogis in India, They are always doing only Annamaya Kosha operations by way of doing some asanas. They do not know anything about Pranamaya Kosha. They do some simple pranayama, but that is not going to work. And most of them do not know about how to blank the mind out. This is the technology. If you blank the mind out, what will happen?
लोग योगा यानी योगासन से योगासन ही योगा ये समझते हैं, यानी अन्नमय कोश में कुछ आसन लगाने से शुद्धिकरण होता है ऐसा समझते हैं, प्राणायाम से समझते हैं। ये सब लोअर स्टेट्स है, यानी मनोमय विज्ञानमय कोश शुद्धिकरण कैसे किया जाता है वो सही तरह का योगा है, यानी आनंदमय कोश का अनुभव ही सही तरह का योगा है, वो सिद्ध समाधि योग से आपको मिलता है।
Automatically you are able to absorb more into it. It is just like a blackboard. If you are able to erase it, suddenly you can get a lot more information. Correct? If you erase the blackboard again, you can get.
मन को कैसा खाली किया जा सकता है, ये टेक्नोलॉजी है।
By this process, it so happened in one school in Hyderabad. Children were given SSY program and they practice every day 10 minutes morning, evening meditation. Before they go out of the school, they meditate. In the afternoon, before eating, they meditate as a part of the class. And this happened, and we found out that the entire school, 5th, 6th, 7th standard, the entire school improved their percentage from about 80 to 83%. It increased to almost 97%. About 18% increase was found in a matter of 4.5 months of meditation. It was a very remarkable feature. I could not believe this result. I said, this has to be rechecked. We cannot trust this figure. Then we went and did some more experiments in Pune. We found the same result. Now it is an internationally established statistical proof that it works. Out of this, now hundreds of schools in Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka have implemented SSY into their schools now. It's a part of the curriculum. And we have been invited and we are teaching in San Francisco schools to improve their educational standard. We are now teaching the teachers, and now we are starting this year to teach the children also. In the San Mateo Educational County near San Francisco, we have started this program. Now all the universities in the world are interested after statistical results came out of the improvements that are possible. Now I had made a meeting with the vice chancellors of the universities in an education conference in Mount Abu, and when I told them about these results which happen out of spiritual development of the person becoming free within, what can happen, then they said this is worth a Nobel Prize. I said I am not doing it for a prize, I am doing it so that children will become very much better. Regarding giving the Nobel Prize, that is what you universities are meant to do. You can give the Nobel Prize if you want, so that every child now will come to know that such a thing is possible, and then the whole world will get this knowledge. We have already developed a very interesting principle by having children remain in Samadhi and read the textbooks. Within 7-8 days, 6 standard students are able to assimilate a 200-page book and know it 100% ever after. 100%. It is not 99% also. They know the book completely and they can never forget it also.
तो यही रिसर्च बच्चों में भी किया गया था और ये पाया कि 3 वक्त मेडिटेशन करने से उनकी परसेंटेज जो स्कूल का परसेंटेज, क्लास का परसेंटेज जो 80-82% था और 10-12-15% ज़्यादा हो गया। यही जो रिसर्च देश के अंदर और देश के बाहर भी किया गया था, उन्होंने वही रिजल्ट्स पाया। तो उसी के आधार पर उन्होंने और एक सिस्टम डेवलप किया गुरुजी ने, उसको बोलते हैं 100% मेमोरी प्रोग्राम, जहाँ बच्चे जो भी पढ़ते हैं वो पूरा याद रखते हैं और ज़िंदगी भर।
Even after years, you ask them, within 5-10 minutes, just like you have to, even on a computer, you bring in the data, it takes a little while, correct? You put in the file, bring it into memory, in an operating memory, and then you start displaying. So these people also will take 10 minutes and they will bring in that thing completely and they will start giving it to you as if they read this textbook yesterday. They will give you 100%. You may wonder, is it possible? After you go through, there's a seminar on super memory and intelligence, how through Samadhi you can get 100%. And these things have been verified by hundreds of teachers and principals. It is perfectly possible. And now, any child who can comprehend what he is reading, that will happen when they are getting minimum 60% or 70% marks. Once they are able to get to that level, we are able to lift them from there to 100%. This is, we call it digital application into, just like computers gives you 100% accuracy, we also guarantee 100% accuracy. The missing link is Brahmopadesham. You give them, put them in Samadhi, then read, they will 100% get it. There's a technology for doing this which we teach to children. It is called rapid comprehension and review technique. After we teach them Samadhi, there is an application of reading methodology to it. Once you do that, then they get 100%. Now we are beginning to do that. We are training teachers. It's a little hard to train these teachers. Once they are trained, it is very easy. I hope within the next few years, this will be a normal thing, that everyone who studies knows whatever he has studied for the rest of his life. This has become, this should be the education. For example, most of you have got BSc, MSc and all that, correct? Do you really deserve that degree to be written in front of your name now? Please examine. If you are given the same examination, will you pass? I guarantee none of you will pass. Huh? You should not be writing those degrees in front of your name because you have already forgotten them, correct? But if you are able to remember whatever you studied, then you really deserve that degree to be written in front of you. This is what we want to bring it into the education system. Now I request many of you who are educationists here to incorporate this into our schools and bring the children up to 100% level. Okay? We are prepared to teach your teachers and they in turn can teach it to the rest of the children. And another aspect which we found out about this Samadhi is it produces real leaders in in the communities or wherever they are working.
सो बच्चों में ये 100% मेमोरी प्रोग्राम किया जाता है। तो समाधि के ऊपर जो गुरुजी ने डिज़ाइन किया है, इसको बोलते हैं रैपिड कॉम्प्रहेंशन एंड रिव्यू टेक्निक, जो ज़िंदगी भर बच्चे याद रख सकते हैं और कुछ भी पूछो वो बताने के लिए तैयार है। हम समर कैंप्स हमारे आश्रम में वगैरह वगैरह दूसरे आश्रम्स में है, समर में हमें करते हैं।
Because of that freedom, they don't have to be supervised. Only followers have to be supervised.
ये 100% मेमोरी प्रोग्राम हम पुणे, बेंगलोर और विशाखापट्टनम, ये कातरकड़क, पुणे बेंगलोर दो जगह पर हम 100% मेमोरी प्रोग्राम समर कैंप्स करते हैं। अप्रैल मई में बेंगलोर में और मई में कातरकड़क में। या
Now don't have to be supervised. Once you bring in leader consciousness, you will automatically find they work as leaders, not as followers. It happened, so a very interesting example, I tell you what happened. Usually, management invites a SSY teacher to go and teach SSY to the managers and workers. They first give a symposium on what it is and then they start. It so happened, I was in BML. It's a very interesting experience in Kolar. This is Bharat Earth Movers Limited. They have about 9,000 employees. Out of that, 700 of the workers had done SSY. They had become leaders. And seeing the change, the union provided a big hall like this for us to do SSY classes in Kolar, in the factory premises of DML. And then they invited me to come and give an inspirational leadership training, inspirational leadership in management seminar to the whole of BEML. You know who organized this? The labor organized with the help of the labor union to teach the managers what is management. When I went there, very peculiar thing happened. I did not know this was how it was organized. Usually I am invited by the MD to go and give these seminars to the people, correct? As I went there, no MD was there. Only workers invited me with such great enthusiasm. There were flowers all over the place. And they invited me. If MD invited me, he would give me a bouquet. But when the labor invited me, they shower roses, you see. And I was invited with roses into the factory, and I was asked to go and sit in the podium. Then one of the workers invited the labor union leader to come and sit on the stage. Before he invited the labor union leader, because of the Maryada principle, they said, let us invite the MD to come and sit on the dais. They invited the MD and said, we require the managing director, Mr. Sharma or Verma, to please come and occupy the seat on the dais. That man also wondering why I am being called there. On top of it,
translation.
now our MD
You should
will
continue.
occupy the chair, and Guruji will garland this person. You understand? If you go to a factory, who should garland whom? Who? The MD should garland Guruji, or Guruji should garland the MD. Huh? And I asked him, why you are doing this? This is very funny. He said, sir, they have come on our invitation. That is why we are garlanding this one. Fantastic, no? And then I asked all these managing directors, these union leaders, why you have come here? All of them were present. They said, we have seen great changes in these people. They have really brought some new life to our factory. Because of that, we had to come here. They said, we also want to do SSY. We have come here because our labor has shown us what SSY can do.
तो यही SSY प्रोग्राम्स हम बहुत सारे इंडस्ट्रीज़ में दे रहे हैं. वन ऑफ द इंडस्ट्रीज वाज इन कोलार, जहाँ पर देने से उनका हेल्थ बहुत अच्छा होता है और उनका प्रोडक्शन भी बहुत अच्छा बनता है. तो उसके बारे में गुरुजी ने बहुत सारा एक्सप्लेन किया. सो थैंक यू. दिस इज़ बिल्डिंग ए न्यू वर्ल्ड ऑर्डर. दिस वाज पार्ट 1. If time permits, we'll go for part 2. We don't know when. So thank you. Thanks a lot. Jai Gurudeva.
As people grow in leadership,
Unmute करिए.
Jai Gurudev, what a enlightening talk of Guruji. And while I was just listening to it, I had so many moments of my own life when I have been a total Westerner for many years and not acknowledged all the greatness of our country. And I realized what a fool I have been for so many years of my life. So thank you so much, Guruji, for helping us create a world, a Brahman, and empowering us to be the creator, the Brahman. Thank you so much. Now we have our Shrikant Guruji here to grace, to bless all of us. devotional song. They will be singing a devotional song right now. So I request them to please come on dance.
ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದ ದೇವಕಿ ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದ ದೇವಕಿ ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದ ನಿಗಮೋದ್ಧಾರ ನವನೀತ ಚೋರ ನಿಗಮೋದ್ಧಾರ ನವನೀತ ಚೋರ ಕಗಪತಿವಾನ ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರ ಕಗಪತಿವಾನ ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರ ದೇವಕಿ ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದ ಶಂಖಚಕ್ರಧರ ಶ್ರೀ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಶಂಖಚಕ್ರಧರ ಶ್ರೀ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಶಂಖಚಕ್ರಧರ ಶ್ರೀ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಶಂಖಚಕ್ರಧರ ಶ್ರೀ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಪಂಕಜಲೋಚನ ಪರಮಾನಂದ ಪಂಕಜಲೋಚನ ಪರಮಾನಂದ ದೇವಕಿ ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದ ವರವೇಲಾಪುರ ಚನ್ನ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ ವರವೇಲಾಪುರ ಚನ್ನ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ ವರವೇಲಾಪುರ ಚನ್ನ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ಸಕಲ ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ಸಕಲ ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣ ದೇವಕಿ ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದ ದೇವಕಿ ಕಂದ ದೇವಕಿ ಕಂದ ದೇವಕಿ ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದ.
With the felicitation within short period of time.
So we are inviting a few people who have been a great contributor to this entire event here, and I would like to invite upon Datta Biso ji to be coming here on the stage, please. Please come. Dattaji is this entire space which is so beautiful and decorative. He is the one who has done all this work for all of us. A round of applause for him. Everyone has been saying to me that I have meticulously planned everything. Actually, I have just given my work to him, and he has just done everything so meticulously. So I would say that it is Guruji's grace that I found him, who made such wonderful arrangement for all of us. So thank you so much, Tada. Without no questions, for everything he will just say yes and do it. It was so easy to just work with him. So I request Shrikant Guruji to felicitate him and bless him. He is also the president of the Datta Mandir, which is here, and he's done a lot of spiritual work. Our Subhash Faldesai ji recommended him for our work, and he just said, if Subhash ji is saying, I know that everything will be taken care. So I'm so blessed to have him as one of the most important contributor here for this particular program. Thank you so much, Datta Dada. Thank you so much. Jayesh is whom you are seeing with the camera. He's come all the way from Pune on one call. I just requested him to come. We want to do this event, and I need a photographer here. And he has been doing a lot of good work in Pune. And he just came on one call. He just booked his ticket, and he is here to do the seva. So thank you so much, Jayesh, for being here and clicking these amazing photographs and creating memories for this particular event. Thank you so much. He's doing a lot of social media, Instagram work in Pune. And out of his busy schedule, he just dedicated 3 days for this wonderful seva. No questions asked, just walked in. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Jayesh. Sheldon, okay, Sheldon. Okay, she's a sarpanch and she has been, everyone here, in Goa has been so cooperative. They have just come, and contributed every possible way. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here today. Thank you. While this felicitation is happening, I would like to acknowledge the contribution which so many Goa people have made, including, I would like to specify the names. Honorable Social Welfare Minister Subhash Faldesai, who has graced his presence on day one. He is the one who has contributed the most to this particular event and supported me in every possible way he can. Followed by him yesterday evening, all the bus transport and all the banners which you are seeing here, all the posters has been gifted to us by Honorable MLA Nilesh Cabral, who had given the bus just as a seva. 2 buses he gifted us as seva, and he had given us all this hoardings which we are seeing, the banners, printing work he has taken care. Also along with him, very important contributor yesterday evening, the dance which we have seen, the Marathi dance, Goan folk dance, was gifted to us by Babu Kavlekar, Chandrakant Babu Kavlekar, who has been the ex-deputy chief minister of Goa. So he has been a great contribution. Part of the banners, he has also, on the road which you are seeing, inward roads, all the banners which you are seeing, he is the one who has got those banners printed. So we are grateful to him for gifting us with this. Also, along with him, the medical camp, the vision camp, that I camp, both the camps again has been gifted by Subhash Faldesai ji to us. Also, I would like to acknowledge the Art and Culture Minister of Goa, Ramesh Tavdekar ji, who had been a great contribution, though he could not visit, most of them could not visit because there is an election, Jilla Parishad election which is going on right now, and they could not come on dais or be here with us or contribute in the way they can. But then I understood that Goa, everyone, if there is a spiritual event, everyone wants to contribute. Wherever I had gone, they said, yes, we are here to support you. Though the support came in a different ways, okay, because of the election code which is going on at present, full-fledged support could not come. Honorable Chief Minister of Goa was to come today at 11 o'clock, and post our invitation, this election got declared, which is on 20th. They have to do the prachar as per the party's guidance. So we just got a message from him, just 4 days back, that he is not able to make it because today he needs to be somewhere for party work at this time. So I would say that such a great Dev Bhumi this is. Everyone wants to contribute. Everyone wants to, be a part of such a great event which is dedicated to the gurus, teachers, and masters. So I'm so thankful to each and every person whom I met in Goa in last 1.5 months. I have been here organizing this event. I would have met over 150, 200 people. I would like to thank all of them. The corporators, the municipal corporators, they have also contributed in form of money, in the form of seva. So thank you so much to them too. Thank you Goa and the people of Goa, and the administration of Goa, and all the ministers who have been a great support to us. Thank you.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ behind all the things, the Mansi, she is thanking everybody. I thank on behalf of RSVK, on behalf of you. I thank you very much. Thank you, Mansi.
So I think we can give a big round of applause for Mansi and her husband, better or worse, half, whichever half. Please stand up, Ketan. We'll thank you for supporting her to be here for the last 40 days, 50 days. And we want you to come up on the stage here. The Veena Ma is hiding here on the side, and then she has also been here for many weeks. So please, you also come. So please come on the center now. Yeah, we'll facilitate them now. Yes.
स्वप्निली वो करते जाओ ना. हाँ वो सॉफ्ट सॉफ्ट. हाँ. We'll call our dear Sudhakar ji and Sushma ji. Please come. It happens to be the anniversary. Every VHS is the anniversary. Whenever the VHS is there, it doesn't matter the dates. We celebrate the anniversary because they got married on this day. So we'll welcome them. Keep the claps going on. This is a unique felicitation, very nice one, cute one. Sudhakar ji and Sushma ji, come together, yeah. So both of them.
ऋषि प्रभाकर हैं धरती पर आए, ऋषि प्रभाकर हैं धरती पर आए, मार्ग मुक्ति का.
This is wonderful. I mean, I found this arrangement so beautiful, so beautiful. The lunch, the dinner, the snacks, the decorations, the bhajans, the decor. I think let's give a big, huge round of applause here.
हम सबका लगा है.
And yes, every VHS is the anniversary. Whichever date. So Sudhakar ji and Sushma ji, they are been in Goa for the last many years, more than 20 years I think, and they are handling this center. Mohanji, Lakshmi Ma, you can come up now. We can be together. Come, please. Easy it becomes. We are calling more people. They are my parent teachers, Mohanji, Lakshmi Ma. Please do come now. And even of course Ketki Ma and Ravi Paranjapi ji. Please come together. We are calling all the couples who have and are continuing to contribute in their unique, very special way.
सारे जग की माया आजा इनके साए में, ये ना कोई अंतर समझे अपने और पराए में, सबके जीवन में दीप ये जलाए, मार्ग मुक्ति का वो सबको दिखाए.
We request Dipti ji to felicitate Lakshmi Mama ji, Shrikant Guru ji. Yes, please
हम
come.
सबका लगा है ध्यान उनमें, हम सबका लगा है ध्यान उनमें, हम सबने देखा भगवान उनमें. ऋषि प्रभाकर हैं धरती पर आए, ऋषि प्रभाकर हैं धरती पर आए, मार्ग मुक्ति का वो सबको दिखाए. ऋषि प्रभाकर ऋषि प्रभाकर ऋषि प्रभाकर ऋषि प्रभाकर. गम पद नि नि द प द द प म प सा रि सा नि द प म ग रि नि सा. गम पद नि नि द प द द प म प सा रि सा नि द प म ग रि नि सा. सबका भला करने ये आए, इस धरती पर अंबर से, गहराई में इनकी तुलना हम करते
Hariom.
हैं सागर से.
So we will just take this opportunity to thank not only all the people on the stage, all the people here, so I request all of you, you can all just stand up, उठ जाएंगे और आपके आजू बाजू में जो भी है, आप जिनके साथ भी आए हैं उनको मुड़ के गले लगाइए. ओके, give a nice hug to the person next to you, whoever you have come with. I would request you to take the आशीर्वाद of each other, कि आप एक दूसरे का नमस्कार कीजिए. See the Narayana in each other. गले मिलिए. और not only आपके बाजू में पार्टनर, अभी जिसको भी आप जानते हैं, नहीं जानते हैं, उनका नमस्कार कीजिए. यू कैन लीव द चेयर्स, आगे आ सकते हैं, सभी लोग आगे आ सकते हैं. सब लोग आगे आएंगे. वो यू कैन लीव द चेयर्स, या आगे बहुत स्पेस है, बहुत जगह है. कम इन फ्रंट, do the namaskar to each other.
जन्म दिया है उसका मंगल हो ये रे. पाला पोसा और बढ़ाया उस पिता का मंगल हो ये रे. इस जगत तेरा मंगल मेरा मंगल सबका मंगल हो ये रे. तेरा मंगल
समर्पयामि श्री गुरु चरण कमलेभ्यो नमः.
सतीश जी जिन्होंने हमको सब इधर इनविटेशन दिया है, सबको धन्यवाद किया. लेकिन सतीश जी, महाआचार्य सतीश जी की